Hi guys. So I was planning on going live today. I know I'm very out of focus again, sorry. And because I know last night I went into PJ's live and he suggested to try to boost the channel and whatever to go live. And as much as I thought I was terrified of it, I was actually kind of looking forward to it today. But I don't think I can because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Does that sound right? Or at least on my phone. I think I could if I did it from my laptop. Anybody can help me out with that and let me know if that's true or if I'm missing something. But that's neither here nor there. I actually wanted to come on and see if anybody else was kind of struggling this week. I had a great Monday and an even better Tuesday. And then from there, it went downhill fast. Like, fast. So I was just wondering if anyone else is experiencing that. My husband said that he had read somewhere that DoorDash has been really down for the past 3 days. I'm not sure. I don't get good orders on DoorDash anymore, so I'm not really sure. But even my Dlivrd and stuff, Zifty, I can't find a thing on Zifty anymore. Like last week and this week, I think it is, has been so bad that I can't find anything to take. So I was wondering if anybody else was feeling the same thing. And, excuse me, if we think it's because of Memorial Day weekend, I would think that it would be busier for shopping, and I'm not even getting that. So I don't know what's going on. I really hope this isn't the preface of summer slowdown because A, I hate that term, and B, I'm really not looking forward to it. So if anybody did not see the Dlivrd webinar today or Zoom meeting, whatever you want to call it, it was actually pretty informative. The biggest takeaway I got was you can be as early as you want to your pickup. You can get there an hour early if you want. Just don't hound the restaurant, obviously. But you have to click. You can swipe then too, but you cannot swipe a minute late. Otherwise, you are late. So if you have an 11 o'clock pickup and you get there at 10:30, swipe that you're there because it's not going to count against you. And then the drop-offs, they said that they are going to see how it goes. They may look into it as far as the counting it as arrival and not completion. But I guess the big thing is because Easy Cater counts it as completion, so they have to go with that. So I don't look for them to change that because I think it's going to cause too many other issues down the road. They said that they're trying not to oversaturate. More people are worried about level 4 Emerald than they are Elite, allegedly. So they're not going to oversaturate it. They're going to keep an eye on the stats and make sure that nobody is in a level that they really shouldn't be. That they want to make sure that everybody that is where they're supposed to be, if your stats aren't good or if you're getting complaints, it's another way that your orders can go down, is your stats can go down, is if you get complaints. Which they said if you get a complaint, you'll know about it because they call you. Because they want to get your side of the story, because it could have just been that somebody was in a bad mood or something happened at the restaurant that the customer wasn't aware about, whatever. But the biggest one I heard was, of course I'm doing a Grubhub and I'm going to have to end this and then just pick up because I have to deliver this. But so I'm not even going to go into the fourth one or the big one that I think is a big one until I come back from dropping this off. So I will be back in a second. Okay, I am back. So what I thought the biggest takeaway was, right now it seems that it's either your last 30 orders or 30 days. So what they said is, yes, that is correct. And that if you do 45 orders in 30 days, your stats are from those last 45 orders then. But if you did like 10 orders in the last 30 days, then it's on those 10. So it's very confusing. So they said that in the very near future, hopefully before July when this goes live, it's going to be your last 30 orders. So if you did 30 orders in 20 or 45 days, it's still your last 30 orders, which makes it a little more fair because my stats have a risk of being lower if I do more orders in 30 days than somebody that does like 10, you know? So hopefully that makes things a little bit easier to control. And they said that, what else did they say? I can't remember. I had like a whole list in my head. I'm like, oh, I'll remember all of this, because I was driving as I was listening to it. But I think I might try to go on in the one that's in an hour. So I don't know what time zones everybody's in, but right now in Chicago, it is 3 o'clock. And it's going to be in an hour at 4 o'clock. So it's 5 o'clock Eastern time that the next one is. And I guess they only can get 100 people in the Zoom, but I think that they actually had more. I think they were just saying that. I don't know. But they did say that people with the higher stats should get the best orders. I don't know if that meant higher stats as far as just making elite, or higher stats that within elite, the higher stats go to the better, or get the better orders. I'm not sure. But I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people aren't. They acknowledge that a lot of emeralds that are emeralds right now are not excited about it. But they also acknowledge that a lot of emeralds should not be. So that's a way, I guess, of weeding them out. I'm not sure. But so are you guys excited? Are you not excited? I know I feel bad for PJ because he does so many downtown orders that I wish that they would make an exception on that. But I guess their flip side is try to get to the restaurant earlier and get the order earlier, because you can leave as early as you need to, and then try to get to the drop-off earlier so you have more time. I'm not sure. But people made the examples of high-rises and hospitals and everything else. So I'm hoping that they take that into consideration. But we'll see. My goal right now is I have 5 weeks to get to 100%. And then my goal is to keep it that way. Oh, also, for your, I don't know what they call it, but the acceptance, whether you accept or decline an offer. If you accept an offer and you drop it, as long as it's within the 4 hours, it's okay. But it does go against your stats. It goes against that stat, because technically you didn't accept or decline, because you accepted and then released, if that makes sense. So that one does go against you. And then ones that are just dropped after or before, after the 4 hour mark. So if it's like, a couple hours before the delivery, that does go against you. And then obviously if it's a no-show, goes really against you. So they're looking to see if they can get, if people get compliments to help that, if they need help with their stats, to have that go in there. So they understand that it is a revolving door as far as what's going to work and what's not going to work. What they think is going to work right now may not, and they have to change it. They don't want to keep changing the game, but if they have to make it fair across the board, or if drivers bring up realistic issues, then they'll look into it and start to change it. So if you weren't on the afternoon Zoom, you really should go on the evening one. It was very informative. Chris Barnes was on there as well. So it was, why did my mind just go blank about who it was? But anyways, there was 2 of them on there. It was Chris and Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. But if you can, go on and watch it. It was pretty informative. So I am trying my best to take this weekend off, because I just need a break. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so hopefully we can get some family time in. But I hope you guys are all going to have a great weekend. Get some family time in. It's very important. And I will see you guys all soon.